Hello, good afternoon or evening, and welcome to another video. The second one I've made today on the shenanigans of William Hill refusing to pay out my bets. So, the reason I'm making this second video today, which is Bank Holiday Monday, the 4th of May 2026, is the fact that I received this email whilst I was watching the cricket. My team is Somerset, who unfortunately just lost to Yorkshire, never mind. And I received this at 11:07 AM, so 5 hours ago I received this. So this is what it says. William Hill, retail contact support to me. Good morning. We are in receipt of your emails and video. However, to arrange payment, we must know what is outstanding to you. We therefore ask our previous question again in the pursuit of that information. We are in receipt of your claim, however. 2 slips, as below, do not show anything in our system. Can you clarify the numbers, please? And then it's got 2 betting slips there. Now those 2 betting slips are immaterial because there's nothing to come back by losing bets. So I'll not be clarifying those bets, because betting tips are probably in the bin. We look forward to your response. Currently, we have 3 slips with returns on, and then we list the 3 slips I have returns on. So that's a 3. There are actually 4 slips, so we're missing 1. Regards, retail contact. So this is interesting because on the 29th of April, the 2 slips, although it's immaterial now, the 2 slips, I did send them at April 29th, 2026 at 13:01, so 1 o'clock in the afternoon. There we go. Votes. I've enclosed the barcode photographs of the 2 betting slips you requested. Reference my legal claim against William Hill. Some have had them already and probably lost them. I don't know what I've done them. I also sent them a little video, which I'm going to see if I can play for you now. This is a little video. This was just meant for William Hill. I don't know if I've enclosed it in a previous video, but here we go. Just wait to load. There we go. So as you can see, it's there's no sound there. Don't know where the sound's gone. Let's press that. So here we go. My name is Michelle Wills of Flat 5, Charlton House, East Cliff Road in Dawlish. And this is just a quick video. So I'll just stop it there. Basically, I've covered this in a previous video. This is about the Racing Post article, which was, I believe, from February 2023, following my banning from Betfred in December of 2022, where the Racing Post covered a few sentences about me after I contacted them about, they wanted photo ID, bank statements, and that's what it's all about. They want bank statements. That's what this is all about. All these bookmakers want bank statements. So now I'm going to show you my response to that earlier email. As you can see here, I'll just have to enlarge it again. It was sent at 3:25 PM, roughly an hour ago, as you can see there. Focus is not very good. That's better there. And this is what I say. So that's their email above. We will shoot your emails and video, and this is my response. Dear Sir, thank you for your email from earlier today. I've always been told whenever you write a letter, a member at school, you always start at Dear Sir. Not Dear Sir or Madam, Dear Sir, unless you know the name of the person. Or if it's an organisation, Dear Manager. But that's how I was taught. So that's why I always start my emails. with, dear sir. Thank you for your email from earlier today. The betting slips that have returns are listed below. Then I've got one for £139, one for £278, and another for £139. The betting slip, then I've got the number there, has a return of £1,106.25. Initially, I wanted to cash out this bet in running, and during a telephone call to William Hill Customer Services at 9:24 a.m. on Monday the 13th of April 2026, I think I've covered that recording. It's a recording of around 32 seconds, I believe, of the end of the phone call, in which a William Hill Customer Service employee confirms that the cash out value of my bet was £754.38. Okay. So that was the phone call on Monday the 13th of April 2026. I was advised that the cash out value of the bet, there we are, that should be 38, not 58p. Later that day, I received an email from William Hill at 3:54 p.m. stating, if you can return to our shops as soon as possible, shop colleagues will be able to assist you to cash out your bet. Any inconvenience you encounter, please ask shop colleagues to ring 1144, quoting the reference 2402471, and one of the team will be able to assist. On the following day, so after receiving my email on the Monday, the 13th, on the Tuesday the 14th, I went into a branch of William Hill, that was New Abbott, at around 11 a.m. On scanning the betting slip, it came up as cancelled. The shop assistant did as instructed and called 1144. After several minutes waiting, he got a response saying that I needed to provide photo ID to cash out this bet. So we're back to square one. One department's telling me yes, you go and cash it out. And no, you need photo ID. Back to square one again. Just giving a runaround, basically. Because you cancelled my Plus card on the 5th of January 2026, for those of you who know what All In Plus card is, will know you can cash out on your laptop, on your smartphone, where you have the Plus card app. They withdrew that. They cancelled my card on the 5th of January 2026, so I haven't got a clue what bet's from there. That I'm going to ask for copies of that should it go to court. I could not cash out my bet. Because you also refused to pay me the value of the bet at the time, that's the £754.38, which I agreed to accept, you refused to honour to cash out the bet. They wouldn't give me cash, they wanted photo ID. The bet was successful, and I am now claiming the full value of £1,106.25 of this bet. Now, if you remember, in previous videos I've shown you this bet, and it was basically placed on the 20th of December 2025, and it is as follows: £100 on York City to win the National League at 7-4. It was also on the same slip £100 on Worthing to win the National League South at 5-2, and the third bet on that slip was a £50 double. And the slip at the bottom says if the bet is successful, so if Worthing and York win their respective leads, the total amount, including the double, £1,106.25. I've explained, as I say, in a previous video about this bet and about my decision to cash out this bet at a potential £350 loss. I've explained that in a previous video, so go check that out. That explains that. Because you cancelled my Plus card, as I say they did, I'm now claiming a full value of £1,106.25 of this bet. So then we go to put it up. As you're aware, the matter is now in the hands of a county court. I'm claiming an additional £500 in expenses, including advice from a solicitor. This brings the total amount I'm seeking to £2,162.25. And then I am quite happy to go to trial should the need arise. Regards, Miss Michelle Wills. So I think this is, I'm not going to crack. I'm very stubborn. As people who know me for a long time, from my dealings with Utilita, the electric supplier, with J.D. Williams, the online catalogue company, with the Nationwide Building Society, I never give up. I never ever give up. I will go to court, and sanctuary housing is an obvious example of that, where I've been to court so far 5 times. I've appeared in a courtroom 5 times to argue my case, which I won incidentally. So I'm prepared to sit it out to the very end. So that's my stance. And so, I shall entitle this video, are William Hill beginning to crack? Because I think I've sent them all the photo IDs, the bus pass. I sent them that I have for one ID, which, as I mentioned previously, I can use to vote, but I can't use to collect bets. Ridiculous. And also I have enclosed all, I think in my last bet I did 3 or 4 examples of bets I used in William Hill shops between, I think it was it August 2024 and June 2025, in which I used my debit card 22 occasions. I've sent all those transactions, all those details to William Hill in a previous email. So yeah, I think this is the first signs of William Hill cracking. As for me, I will not back down, as I say, unless I receive £2,162.25. I will not accept a penny more or a penny less. That's exactly what I'm expecting. And of course, if this drags out to court, my expenses increase. And I will be represented legally in court for the first time. I won't be litigated in person because I know that I am right. I know that, as I say, the stance they are taking in asking for documents that do not, have not, and will never exist is unreasonable. And I'm 100% confident that people I've spoken to, the legal people I've spoken to, including £250 for a solicitor, I believe that, and they all believe I have a very strong case. So, yeah, I thought I'd just bring that to you. After watching my team Somerset get beaten by Yorkshire in the cricket. And that's the latest update. And I'm waiting now for a response, which normally takes 2 to 3 days. And of course, it's Bank Holiday Monday, so I don't know what. They're obviously working because they sent me an email this morning. So, again, as I always say, thank you very much for watching this video, and please feel free to comment in the comment section down below.